Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Matt and today I'm offering you a 30-minute Yin Yoga class focusing on relieving knee pain. And for today's class, all you're going to need is a bolster and just a short towel that we're going to use to pull as we do some asanas. So that's all you're going to be needing, and hopefully it's going to leave you feeling much better and relieve some of the stress, tightness, and pain that you might have in your knees. So we're going to start by turning around, facing the front of our yoga mat, and we're going to lower ourselves down onto our backs here. So with our knees 90-degree angle like this, we're just going to lift them up and place the block at the base of our spine. So from here, we're going to extend both legs in front of us. And using the towel here, we're just going to bring the right knee in, and we're going to loop the towel around just underneath the knee here, and then grabbing onto the towel, we're just going to pull that knee towards our chest. So let's just focus on doing this and relaxing into the posture. It's great to stretch out the left hip flexor as well, which you might feel as you pull on that towel. And we're just going to reconnect with our breath here, enjoying how that feels. And on your next exhale, you can release the right leg, extending it in front of you. You might want to wiggle your legs a little bit here to get the blood flow to move around in the front of your hip flexors. And when you're ready, you can take one big inhale here. Exhale, we're going to bring the left knee in, and then placing the folded towel right underneath that left knee, we're going to grab on both ends, and we're going to pull that leg towards our chest. So we're pulling it forward and down, trying to connect our left knee with our chest, which won't happen, but you get the idea. And this should stretch your hip flexors very well, which then relieves tension on your kneecaps. can release the left leg, removing the folded towel from underneath the knee. Just bring the legs in front of us, wiggling them a little bit. And from here, we're going to bring our feet to 90-degree angle, firmly planted on the floor, lifting our hips up and moving the block aside here. So from here, we're going to extend the left leg in front of us, bringing the right knee to 90-degree angle. Then we're just going to allow it to drop to the side like this, opening up our hip. And then you can reach your hands above your head to stretch. The important part here is to have the left hand fully extended and at the top here, and then the right hand can be on your belly if you want to connect with your breath. So nothing else you need to do here. Just need to relax into the posture and just surrender to the power of gravity, just opening up everything by lying completely still on your yoga mat. And we can slowly bring the right knee in, extending the right leg in front of us. And then we're going to bring the left knee in, 90-degree angle here, and then allowing the left knee to fall to the side as we're opening up the left hip here. And then we're going to raise the right arm above our head. And then you can place the left hand on your belly, connecting with your breath. Softening up into this posture. There's just nothing else you need to do here than fully relaxing and allowing yourself to dissolve onto the floor. So as we keep breathing here, let's just try to focus on calming the mind, relaxing our nervous system with deep inhales and deep exhales. Fully enjoying this moment of peace and relaxation that we are taking for ourselves. And from here, we can bring the right arm back down, bring the left knee in, and then extending the left leg in front of us. Again, you can wiggle your legs a little bit here, which feels really good. And when you're ready, we're going to bring the right leg to a 90-degree angle, planting the right foot on the ground. And then the left leg will come in, and we're going to bring our left ankle here just underneath the right knee, opening up the hip here. So a lot of pain that comes from the knees is due to tight IT bands here. And this is what we're going to be working on with this asana. So we're going to take one big inhale here. And on the exhale, we're going to shift our hips to the right. And with the right hand, we're going to grab onto the left foot here, pulling on it towards the chest. And you should feel a nice long stretch along the IT band here. So that gets really tight from sitting down all day, and it pulls on the kneecap, creating all sort of chronic pain in the area. So it's really great to loosen up the IT band here. So let's just hold into stillness here and allowing the magic of Yin Yoga to happen on its own so that we can feel much better afterwards. So from here we can bring our hips and legs back to center. We're just gonna uncross the left leg here, placing it on the ground, and then both legs with a 90-degree angle here. We're just gonna wiggle them left to right in a windshield wiper motion, which feels really good after placing a lot of tension on our IT band here. And when you're ready with your knees back to the center here, we're just going to bring the right foot underneath the left knee, just placing the right ankle here underneath the left knee, and then opening up our hips here, forming sort of a box with the shape we just created. And then we're going to take one big inhale. Exhale, using the left hand to grab onto the right foot. We're just going to shift our hips here and lower everything down to the left. The idea is that you want to keep your shoulder blades in contact with the floor here as you pull with your left arm onto that right foot, so you feel a nice stretch along your right IT band here. So let's just reconnect with our breath here. Softening up into the posture. You might feel that it pulls all the way to the base of your spine here into your right glute. That is totally normal. This is where the IT band attach. So you should feel it along the whole length from the knee all the way down to the base of the spine and the right glute here. And we can bring our hips back to center, uncrossing our legs, placing the right foot on the ground, shifting our hips back to the center, aligned with our hips, and then again going into a windshield wiper motion here, left to right, right to left, which should feel amazing. So once you're ready, you can bring your knees in, and we're just going to rock ourselves back up onto a seated position here. And then we're going to invite you to turn around, facing the back of your yoga mat, going onto all fours. So from here, we're going to bring the left knee behind the left wrist, extending the right leg. And then with the right hand, we can grab onto the left foot, bringing it forward to align our shin here with the front or the back of your yoga mat. And then we're just going to extend that right leg behind, moving our hips forward and down. Just allowing our body to settle into this right now. Connecting with our breath. And when you're ready, one big inhale. Exhale, you can walk your hands forward, lowering yourselves down onto the floor. You can bring the forehead to rest here. Squaring off your hips and trying to connect your stomach with the left shin. Just fully embracing how that feels. Again, we have a lot of tightness in our glutes. And all of our body is connected. So when we relieve tightness in one spot, it relieves tightness in a lot of areas. Among one of them is the kneecap. And from here we can push ourselves back up, walking our hands back as we raise the upper torso. And then we're just going to release that left leg, coming onto all fours once more. Big inhale, exhale, bringing the right knee behind the right wrist, extending the left leg here, and with the left hand we can grab onto the right foot and bringing that shin towards the front of our yoga mat here. So we're just going to move our hips forward and down, softening up into the asana from here. Taking some deep breath in and out through the nose. And then big inhale. Exhale, walking our hands forward, connecting our stomach with the right shin and really collapsing all the way down onto the floor. And we can push through our arms, walking our hands back, raising the upper torso, going into a nice stretch here, and then moving our hips back to release that right leg. And then we're going to touch our big toes together, spreading our knees wide to the edges of our yoga mat, and then connecting our glutes with our heels here. We're going to conclude today's class into child's pose. So one big inhale here. Exhale, we're going to walk our hands forward, going all the way down to the floor, stretching the spine here, opening up our shoulder blades, and softening up into stillness. And we can slowly push through our arms, raising our upper torso here, closing our knees back to the center. And I'm just going to make my way to the seated position here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this class to relieve knee pain. It was my pleasure to be your instructor, and I really want to say thank you to all of you for your amazing support. Your nice comments makes me happy every day. All of you who gives me donations here and there, they don't go out unnoticed, and this is really how I support my channel. So thank you so much for doing that. So I'm going to place my hands at my heart. We're going to take one big inhale together. Exhale, relieving any last bit of tension in our bodies and mind. And that's it for today. So I'll see you next time, guys. Namaste. Bye. Thanks for taking a class with me.